Queen Elizabeth II was honored with an extravagant funeral at Westminster Abbey last Monday, 11 days after her passing. The longest reigning monarch in British history was 96 when she died on September the 8th. Following her death, England entered a 12-day mourning period per tradition. However, King Charles III, who took over the throne after his mother's passing, has pushed the mourning period until 7 days after the funeral, which will end tomorrow. Joining us on the phone now is royal historian Candace Gehring. Candace, we want to say good morning to you, but we do have a few questions for you this morning. Obviously, the Queen's now in her final resting place, but can you tell us a little bit about where she is and what's next?
She's in the George Memorial. Well, good morning, first of all. She is in the George VI Memorial Chapel, which she had built in honor of her father, whose throne she came to, kind of rather unexpectedly. And they've removed the large black Belgian, they call it a ledger stone. And it now says George VI with his dates, Elizabeth, as in Elizabeth the Queen Mother with her dates, then Elizabeth II with her dates, and then Philip with his dates. It's kind of sad and final, elegant, but sad and final. The tomb will be available to anyone who comes to Windsor Castle, and so that it doesn't get overwhelmed, it's become part of the castle tour, which is kind of expensive, and they've laid out a list, no cuddly toys, no flowers. This is a very small room. It could get overwhelmed very, very quickly. So they're trying to keep that to, they want people to come to pay their respects. They expect people to come to pay their respects, but not to overwhelm this small little area. She built a chapel onto an existing church there at Windsor Castle, which is one of the oldest castles in Great Britain from the time of the Conqueror.
Such fascinating history there. And then, of course, King Charles is next to take the throne. When do you think the coronation will officially take place for him?
There's been rumors that he will choose the 70-year date of his mother's coronation, which was in June. These are not quick things. Hers actually occurred on the 2nd of June, 1953. So he could pick the 70 years after that, which would be kind of nice to memorialize his mother. He took over immediately. There's no, confirmation period or vetting period or anything. It is the Queen is dead, long live the King. The throne is never empty. So he's moving forward in that. The man is got uncommon stamina, considering he will be 74 years old in November.
Wow, it's such a fascinating process, but they really do have everything down to a system. I have another question, though. Are there going to be any new responsibilities for any other members of the royal family?
Almost immediately, very impressively, Charles the King announced that his eldest son, Prince William, Duke of Cambridge, and his wife, Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, were elevated to their Royal Highnesses, the Prince and Princess of Wales. Of course, this is the title that Charles himself carried for over 50 years. So they're already being catapulted from what they thought, everyone thought the Queen would just go on and on. We all did. And they're being catapulted into a much higher profile, much busier schedule with 3 young children. So they're going to be very busy in what they had once envisioned a few years ago about Charles' son the 2 sons having the lion's share and representing the royal family as the older ones of Charles' generation, even though his 2 brothers are much younger. That's kind of fallen apart for a variety of reasons, including that his own brother, Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, is completely out of the game. Yeah. And you've got Harry and Meghan, who are out of the game. Mm-hmm. So that is quite a big change and big responsibility on William and Catherine. But they're working very closely with Charles, and he has a vision, just like the Queen's funeral had been planned for decades. He's been thinking about the unthinkable. I mean, think about it. To make plans, he's got to accept that to get that job, his beloved mother has to die. So he is both mourning and firming up. You don't set up a separate court. That's considered in the absolute worst taste. So it's now picking the right people. That part is, you have an idea that you have to keep to yourself. And then, this now period of him putting this all together and having meetings with his eldest son and the way forward to a modernized, slimmed-down monarchy.
Candace, I don't mean to cut you off. This is such fascinating history and perspective from you. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm sure I'll talk to you again in the future, but this was excellent information this morning. Candace Gehring, thank you so much. We'll be right back.